It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from Daily Southtown, and if you haven't figured it out by now, we are at Brother Rice High School, 99th and Pulaski, home of the Crusaders, the 1-0 Crusaders. Last Friday night, season opening win over arch rival Marist, 20-16. So the Crusaders take the Pulaski Road Super Bowl, and it was a tremendous atmosphere, tremendous game. Crusaders clawed back from a 16-7 deficit to pull this thing out. So really, really good game. So we got a great show for you tonight, folks. We're going to have on football coach Brian Badke. Seventh season, Brian? Seventh season here at Brother Rice. Time flies. And we're also going to have on quarterback John Bean, who had a tremendous game for the Crusaders. And, you know, he did it all for them, man. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, folks, join that loyalty program at beggarspizza.com. Get some great perks. And hope you people in Bolingbrook are enjoying that new Beggar's Pizza because it's awesome. All right, we'll be back. Brian Badke, Brother Rice Football. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our first guest tonight, Brother Rice football coach Brian Badke. Brian, good to have you on again, my man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And a happy birthday. Sunday was your 44th, huh?
44th, yeah.
You're a young-looking lad, though, man.
I appreciate that.
And you have how many kids?
4.
4, and you look this good? What's the secret?
Thanks,
What's going
Pat.
on, man?
Thank you. You should. Salesman here. I love it. Yeah.
And you got to mention your oldest son, Mickey. He's a sophomore
Correct.
here in football and a hockey kid, right?
Yes.
So you're looking forward to that, or what?
I am.
To coach him?
He definitely. I am looking forward to coaching him. I love watching him play hockey. Unfortunately, he led the team in penalty minutes last year. So we're going to try to turn
that around
for next year. So, but he's definitely a football player playing hockey.
Okay.
That's for sure.
All right. Well, big win Friday night, 2016 over the arch rivals Marist, the Pulaski Road Super Bowl. What an atmosphere! Tremendous atmosphere, wasn't it? Just
yeah, it was awesome, and
wasn't it?
It's everything that you dream about as a kid, to be able to play in that type of environment and atmosphere, and you know, it was pretty cool to see. You know, majority of the kids that were on the field for both teams, you know, were from all the area Catholic grade school and high school, or you know, public grade schools in here. So it was awesome, and obviously we really liked the result as well.
Yeah, you absolutely do. So, you know, coming off of last season, you guys finished 2-7. You had a ton of injuries. Was there added significance to your players to say, hey, we need to start this season off with a win and kind of gain some confidence and some momentum going, or what?
No, absolutely. You definitely want to start off the season on a winning note. Obviously, you know, last year was tough for all of us. And you know, our guys, you know, use it as motivation, and it wouldn't have mattered who we played on week one. We wanted to get that victory, and it was, you know, obviously extra sweet that it was guys at 115th Street.
And you know, looking at that game now, what were you most pleased about?
Our kids are resilient. They are a special group to be around. They compete. They compete at practice, and that is something, you know, over the years, all coaches probably have struggled with, is having these guys compete at practice. And I think that's what's gotten them to be very successful in their career here at Brother Rice. Obviously last year, you know, a lot of them played a lot. You know, we did have some key injuries, and again, that's football. But these guys are really resilient. They're a family, and they play very well together. And what's great about it is they've also blended very well with our junior class that's very talented as well. And that tells you about their leadership. And that's what I'm most proud of.
Well, I'll tell you, man, you're down 16-7 at one point Friday, and you're driving. Maris comes up with an interception. What do you tell your team at that point as the game could be slipping away here?
You know, I remember Johnny coming off the field, and I told him, I said, we're going to get another shot. We're going to get another shot. And just keep your composure, get another opportunity. We got to take advantage of it, and it happened. Our guys, the defense really stepped up. They played very well. Again, they never doubted themselves, you know, and obviously first game you're going to have some key mistakes, you know, in all, you know, 3 areas, you know, and it might almost cost us. But their resiliency and their leadership and their competitiveness, you know, got us over the top. And there was nothing going to, you know, I think deny us from winning that game.
And you know, you use those words like resiliency, leadership. And I mean, it kind of explains Johnny being your quarterback, who's going to be our guest in the next segment, man. I mean, for him to come back from that pick, and he could have gone the other way with that thing and had his head down, lose some confidence, and he comes back and he leads you to 2 scoring drives, and you win the game, man. So what is it about him? You know, what do you say about him?
I think, you know, John, obviously last year, he earned the starting job after week 1. And he had some good experience. You know, obviously went through some tough times there, and I think he's learned from that. That, you know what, and we talked about that throughout the summer and throughout camp in August. You know, you're going to make mistakes. You got to go to the next play. You can't, you know, how's your body language? Are you going to, can we count on you? And if Johnny was down, then the rest of the team's going to be down. But he picked himself up, and then he picked up the rest of his teammates, and it showed.
I'll tell you, man, passing game-wise, you got Dylan Summers involved a little bit more in the second half. He made some big catches, and I know David O'Keefe had a big catch for you, a big gainer. How effective can this passing game be for you guys? I
think it'd be very effective. We need to get the ball. We were talking about feeding Dylan more, and we talked about that at halftime. I go, we got to get 13 the ball. So, and obviously O'Keefe's a weapon. But we got some other guys too, you know, and you know, we had Anthony Arquill was unable to play last week, but he's, you know, he's healthy now. He's ready to go. He's going to be a big factor. We got Tommy Tavarides. We got Sully, Patrick Sullivan. We got Jalil Pettis. He's a nice addition to the wide receiver core. I work with the receivers. I love working with those guys. They're a lot of fun. Again, they're competing too.
Yep. Now the senior class was 18-0 on the lower levels, and now they're 1-0. You know, as seniors here, man. What makes these guys so special? You know,
and then those are great feats. You know, but again, I kind of told them, no one cares what you did as a freshman, sophomore. They know, you know, I mean, as far as in the grand scheme of things, it's what are you going to be remembered your senior year, and they started on the right note. And again, going back to, you know, and again, freshman, sophomore, it's all about you know, building that foundation and focus on the fundamentals. And you know, wins and losses to me aren't the most important at that level. It's about but in these guys, again, their competitiveness and their will to win and not being denied is what got them over the top then, and it's going to get us over the top this year as well. So
from an offense, defense, special teams perspective, what would you say this team's greatest strength is?
By far, as of right now, where we're at, and knowing going into the season, I felt this will be the best defense we've had since I've been here. We've had a lot of talent on the offensive side, and those guys are offensive type players, you know, and being an 8A, 7A now possibly, and you know, it's tough to have guys go both ways. And I just feel going in right now, I feel our defense has experience. I call them old school junkyard dogs. I mean, they get after it. They'll hit you, smack you in the mouth, they'll pick you back up. They're not going to talk to you about it, and they're going to do it again, you know. And they're making our offense better, and our offense is getting better, you know, week in and week out, I feel, because of the defense. And we're going to push the defense too, you know. So as of right now, and then, you know, obviously losing Johnny Richardson last year as a kicker, you know, that was a big loss for us. You know, being a 3-year starter, he's Division I kicker, and we're going to work through it, you know. And you know, special teams will always improve, and then offensively, I think you're going to see us improve every week. And then, you know, defensively, we stay healthy. We're going to be tough.
And so what do you think is going to be the key for this team to realize its expectations for this season then?
You know what? We're focused on, you know, Crete. We're focused on our game next week. We can't look at big picture. You know, let's just work on getting better every day at practice, focus on our fundamentals, and try to get better every day. And give everything that you have every single, you know, minute, every second you're on the field, and put your work in. And we've kind of changed some things. When you go, you know, last year, I've never had, you know, a season like that. You know, so we made some changes, and we're you know, at practice, we made some changes in the off season, all different things to try to, you know, get the best we can and do the best we can for these kids as a coaching staff, and obviously for the team.
And that's the sign of a good coach, man. You can't be stubborn.
No.
You gotta be willing to change.
Absolutely.
Right?
You gotta be able to
man.
adjust for sure.
All right. Brian, thanks a lot,
Thank you
man.
so
I
much,
appreciate it, man. And thanks for the hospitality, and good luck the rest of the season. We're going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. We come back, quarterback John Bean. He was the man on Friday night. He'll be our guest. Stay tuned.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our next guest, Brother Rice, senior quarterback John Bean. John.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on board, man. Heck of a game Friday. That was an outstanding performance, my man. So, you know, how would you describe that feeling? I interviewed you after the game, and you did a great job. But, you know, you look at the atmosphere, you see some of your fellow classmates rushing the field, and here you are, senior year, beating, you know, the arch rival on your home field, man. What was that feeling like?
It's an unbelievable feeling that I'm never going to forget. I had classmates running up to me, and everyone was smiling, and in school today, everyone was happy, and that's all you could ask for.
Yeah, that's a dream scenario pretty much, huh?
Yes, it is.
You know, there was a time where, you know, Rice and Marist weren't on the schedule for a few years, and it's been different chunks through the years. I think Rice is now up 19-17 in head-to-head matchups in the Pulaski Road Super Bowl. What would it be like if you did not have that game on your schedule?
Growing up and coming to every Rice game as I could as a little kid, this was always marked on the calendar to make sure to be there, and for it to actually happen and be a part of it it's really, yeah.
Yeah, yep. So, you know, you guys had a tough season last year. And as we talked about with Coach, I mean, your senior class, man, you guys weren't accustomed to losing. So after the season was over, what did you guys say as a class to kind of get yourselves focused and positioned to turn this thing around this season?
We all had our own team meeting that not even the coaches knew about. I'm not sure if they do until this day. But we said we're not going to let anyone doubt us, and we're not going to listen to anyone else, and we all keep our heads high for next season.
And you know, there's always a learning point. But whether it's a positive or negative, you always take something away from it. What did you take away from last season and kind of apply to this season for you?
What I learned from last season was just how fast and quick varsity football really is, and how good the competition is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a huge. I mean, as much success as you guys have had and the pressure stuff, you get up and play with the big boys.
Yeah, it's just a different ball game. Indeed, it is.
What would you say the biggest adjustment for you was?
My biggest adjustment for me was, I would say actually it was this year coming, not last year. Me coming off my injury with my hand last year. Yes.
That was the biggest thing.
Yep.
But the speed of the game, would you say?
The speed of the game, the physicality of the game, all around game. It's just everything's quicker.
Yep, absolutely. What is it about this senior class? I asked Coach this, and I want to hear it from you because you are one of the leaders of the senior class, man. What makes you guys winners?
I would say we have, we're just resilient in everything that we do, and we always have each other's back. Our slogan on the team is to pick each other up, and whether it's the defense makes a good play or the offense makes a good play, we're always going to pick each other up.
Yeah, that's a great trait to have, man. All right, so now we have a little fun here, okay? So prom's, you know, right around the corner, you know. Who would be your dream prom date if you could pick anyone? Hollywood, singer, who would it be?
I would go Disney Channel Miley Cyrus.
Wow. And that's kind of like a cougar territory for a young guy like you, right? Yeah, she's like in her mid-20s or already or something, man. That's good. That's good. You're not gonna get in trouble. You got a girlfriend. You're not in trouble. We'll keep it under wraps, man. We'll keep it under wraps. All right, John. Well, I appreciate your time here.
Yes.
Continued success, man. Have a great season. Okay, have fun. Have some fun. All right, folks. We are going to go to an athletics timeout. Remember, 2 locations: Orland Park, Oak Lawn. Tom Mulvey at Athletics will get you back on your feet in no time. All right, we come back. We're going to talk about last week's games. We're going to talk players of the week. This gentleman here, he doesn't know, but he's going to be our player of the week. We're going to hook him up with a gift card and a lot of other fun stuff. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank our guests, Brother Rice football coach Brian Badke and senior quarterback John Bean for 2 outstanding performances by those 2 guys, man. So thanks again. We're going to go to the results segment sponsored by our good friends at Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy, 2 locations, Oak Lawn and Orland Park. All right, the game we talked about here, Brother Rice 20, Maris 16. For Maris, Mike Marquette, 12 of 24, 166 yards and a TD. Also had 83 yards rushing and a score. Jaden Thompson had 13-yard TD reception for the Redhawks. Jaden Thompson, one of the best prospects as a receiver in the state, has 14 Division I scholarship offers already. For Brother Rice, Johnny Bean, 15 of 21, 160 yards passing, and he also had 117 yards rushing and 2 scores. Jesse Plunkett had an 8-yard TD run for the Crusaders, who start off 1-0. Hillcrest 27, Ridge Central 16, another full house capacity crowd at that game. Good to see that game back on the docket. Hadn't been played since 2005. And from what I was told, no incidents, everything went smoothly, man. It was a great atmosphere. For Ridge Central, Zach Roebuck, 6-yard TD catch. For Hillcrest, Marquise Irving, 56-yard TD. And Andre Smith had an interception for the Hawks, who are 1-0. Lincoln Way East, 41, Crete-Monee 13. What does it say about Lincoln Way East, who put up 41 points, and without A.J. Henning? He didn't play because of hip flexor. For East, Devon Williams, 24 carries, 176 yards, 3 scores. Jack Baltz was 8 of 19. 106 yards, 3 TD passes. Matt Judd, 8-yard TD catch. And Chase Anderson, 15-yard TD catch for the Griffins. For Crete-Monee, Trayvon Rudolph, 13 of 26, 153 yards and a score. Jamal Sappho had a 55-yard TD catch. And Vontrell Banks, 30-yard TD catch for the Warriors, who will be here Friday night, 7:30, Rice, Crete-Monee. Richard 17, Lincoln Way Central 7. For Lincoln Way Central, quarterback Bryce Hayes had 174 yards passing. Lone TD of the game was a 33-yard touchdown pass to Connor McWilliams. The Knights host Lincoln Way West on Friday night. That will be a tremendous atmosphere. For Richard, Sebastian Castro, 22-yard TD run. LaShawn Williams, 28 carries, 186 yards and a touchdown. Sebastian Lusaka had a 26-yard field goal for the Bulldogs, who are visiting St. Rita Friday night, 7:30. Be there, be square. That's another great ball game. All right, the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. We're going to hook up Lincoln Way Central girls golfer Grace Curran. She won the Barrington Invitational with a 7 under 64. How's that for scoring? She also won the Lincoln Way Cup and placed second at the Homewood Flossmoor Invitational. She's a Minnesota commit. So we're going to hook Grace up with a nice gift basket, card, swag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. 3 locations: Tinley, Orland, New Lenox, I believe. Don't hold me to that. Right down the street from Mokina? It's not Frankfurt, I know that. So we're going to hook up Grace with a nice gift basket. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, Johnny Bean, our guest. We're hooking him up. He had a great ball game. And so we're going to hook him up with a $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe, locations in Oak Brook and Chicago. That gift card can also be used at La Barra. Great pizza, pasta, all that good stuff. Or you can use it at one of the Stan's Donuts locations. So, you know, we're just giving. We're giving. All right, folks. We are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. We return, a little high, a little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, before we get to High and Tight, folks, want to remind you, new sponsor, Joey's Red Hots, locations in Orland Park and Morgan Park. The Morgan Park location, 115th and Western, beautiful patio area on the side. On Fridays and Saturdays, they are open till 5 a.m. So, you know, you college kids, you young adults, you're getting your game on, you know, you need some munchies, you head over to Joey's, man, on 115th and Western Avenue. All right, High and Tight, sponsored by our good friends from Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. 2 locations, Orland Park, Oak Lawn, good friend Dr. James Leonard. He'll be a guest on the show down the road a little bit. All right, so High and Tight, a couple weeks ago I came out with a top 10 wide receivers locally since I began my career in 1990. And you know, I was, Nick Wisher from Marist, Flynn Nagel, graduated from Lamont, Rocco Mazzuto, who's the current St. Xavier baseball coach, but was a tremendous receiver back in the day at Oak Forest. And then my top 3. Number 1, of course, Laquan Treadwell, who's playing with the Minnesota Vikings. He's a Crete Monee grad. Number 2, Kenny Carrington, a Richards grad. Number 3, Ty Streets, Thornton grad, who went on to play at Michigan, played in the NFL. And my number 4 was the guy right here, Ricky Smalling from Brother Rice, who's a sophomore at U of I. But some people complaining about, oh, what are you going with those old school guys like Carrington and Streets for? You know, that was a long time ago. Both those guys are 95 grads. Hey, man, I don't care what era it was from. Those guys could play. Kenny Carrington, he had 66 catches one year back when, you know, he didn't throw the ball that much. Tremendous player. Went to Michigan State, kind of fizzled out, but, man, those guys could play back then. All right, hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great week. We will see you here next week.